Hindu philosophy, Hindu psychology and control of mind. Let me put it to the recording. Yes. So Dr. Harish Chandra ji is here with us. You have been listening to him in the first week. He was there. He has shared 10 of his presentations in the last week. And in this week, this is his first presentation. Dr. Harish Chandra ji, I won't take long. And without giving an introduction, I will paste your introduction in the chat box, and I have already shared in the WhatsApp group. So without taking any further time, I invite you to please join us and share your valuable thoughts. Thank you. Harish Chandra ji.
Namaste, everybody. Namaste. I am back here after a gap of few days, but I am compensating. Last week, I was with you 10 times, all the 5 mornings and 5 afternoons. But then this week, we have had a wonderful galaxy of many other wonderful, knowledgeable speakers. So this week I am here, first and only one time. The topic is very, very, very important because that is the most powerful thing we have, our mind. So we want to study Hindu psychology and control of mind. You know, when you have something very powerful, we want to know the system. That is our mind. But if it is so powerful, we also want to control it, is it not? If you have a nice car, it is nice to drive it. But if you cannot stop it at the right time, then there will be an accident, is it not? So we want to know what our mind is, as well as how to control it. Very first problem we have is we know things through our mind only, is it not? So how can I know my mind through my mind? That is the biggest riddle and challenge. You know, that is just, how can I stand on my own shoulders? How can I see my own eyes? Is it not? How can I know my mind with my mind as the instrument? It is really almost impossible, is it not? So this is where we take help from a teacher who is the best teacher, Ishwar. And what does he tell us about our mind in the Vedas? So we know it when we say Satya Sanatan Hindu Vedic Dharma. What we mean is its origin is in the Vedas. So we want to know our mind. Let's say, what does the Vedas tell us? So I want to share with you something that I learned. At that time, I learned, you know, as a childhood, you learn Gayatri Mantra and so many other things. I learned a set of 6 Ved mantras from Yajurveda, isn't it? And this is what they are. From 34th chapter of the Yajurveda, chapter 34 of Yajurveda. Actually, I feel so bad. It is embarrassing. This is something missing in me. I am unable to sing. I don't have any training in singing, nor it seems I have any talent in that. So much so, my children have told me, you will never sing. I hope they are not listening at this point. I am not going to sing, but I will say sometimes when I am alone, so when I have full privacy, I just like to recite these mantras. So let me recite it. I hope my children are not listening. Om Yajagatu Mudaiti Devam Tadu Suptasya Tatheveti Durangamam Jyotisham Jyotiekam Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yena Karmanya Paso Manishino Yajyen Karvanti Vidate Shudhira Yadapuvam Yakshamanta Prajanam Tanme Mana Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yat Prajnanamutacheto Dhitishchaya Jyoti Antayammetam Prajasu Yasmanayate Kinchana Karma Kiyate Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yenidam Bhutam Bhuvanam Bhavishyat Vayigrahitam Amritena Sarvam Yena Yajastayate Saptahota Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yasmin Nicha Samayayushi Yasmin Pratishthitatana Bhavivada Yasmin Chittam Sarvamotam Prajanam Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Sushayate Ashwani Vayan Manushya Niyate Bhishubheva Jinaiva Hit Pratishtham Yadajayam Javishtham Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu. This was Yajurveda, 34th chapter of first 6 mantras of the 34th chapter. They were common ending, Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu. May my mind, bear positive attitude, is it not? That is very good. If we are always positive in our mind, that is a wonderful thing. You are molding your personality in the very right direction. This is our most powerful tool, and it must be in balance. So that emotional balance is very important, is it not? If you get angry for a while, you just spoil the whole atmosphere, is it not? All the nice things you have spoken will get lost, is it not? You may be very intelligent with very high IQ, but if your EQ, emotional quotient, is not equally good, then you will not be able to inspire and help others. So that is what Yajurveda 34th chapter, first 6 months. And I will tell you, if somebody asked me, with so many years in my life, where did I spend my time? I will say, my greatest faction of my life has gone into trying to get the gems of these 6 months, dive deep into it, just these 12 lines. And I must say, I have been greatly blessed by that issue, that I got very reasonably very good insight about that. And that is what we are going to see in this particular hour, is it not? So these 12 lines, I tell you, we can all be very proud that they cover all the aspects that can be called as science of human mind or philosophy of human mind. It is so powerful knowledge that we have in these 6 months. So let's see. Then we have discussed last week that our foundations are in the Vedas and Upanishads. But then came a time that we could not grasp the depth of the Vedas that well. So our rishis helped us. They tried to convey that knowledge in another different manner that we could comprehend. And in the Tuesday afternoon, I talked about six darshan, Granth Shad Darshan. And first pair was Sankhya and Yoga. So the Sankhya, authored by Kapil, tells us a lot that if you are not able to grasp the science of mind from these 6 mantras in Yajurveda, then Kapil in his book on Sankhya is telling us a lot about that. Let us look at, so, I just want to show you so that you have an idea how rich is our legacy, our heritage. So this is Sankhya Darshan that has 6 chapters. So this is first chapter, statement number 61. It goes like Sattva Rajas Tamasam Samyavastha Paketi. By now you know Paketi is matter in its original state. And when I talk so much about carpenter made the wooden desk out of wood, and in the likewise manner, Ishwar made this universe out of matter. So that original state of matter is called Paket. Now Kapil is telling us how were the things made out of Paket. So he says, Pakete Mahan. So first thing was made was, calls it as Mahat. Mahato Ahankar. Out of Mahat, second evolute was Ahankar. Now from Ahankarat, Panch Tanmatrani. So from Ahankar, he made Panch Tanmatra, and in another direction, he made our sensory and motor organs, Indriya, and also what we call Man. Then he says Tanmatebhya Sthul Bhutan. From five Tanmatra, he made Panch Bhut, what is called. So you have heard all this universe is made out of Panch Bhut, is it not? So we will learn, and Purush is we, our consciousness. And this is first chapter, this kind of statement, how universe was made from Prakriti. Then in second chapter, he talks about our mind. What we have seen in Yajurveda 6 months. For he gives us a great help because he is able to tell us what may not be that difficult for a common man to decipher. So he tells us things like, what is our mind consisting of 3 units. He calls him as First unit is buddhi, adhyavasaru. Buddhi, that is our intelligent, intellectual faculty, is it? Tat kayam dharmadi, that tells us what all we should do, what is our dharma. And then he tells us second unit is abhimano ahankar. Second unit is ahankar, and then it has all those 11 other things that is called as panchatanmatra, our five sensory organs, five motor organs, and manas, you know. And in this second chapter, he goes at length to tell us how do they function, how the parent is ensuring that our body and mind work. And these are the details. Of course, I cannot talk all that easily in this limited time, is it not? So, okay. So this is what we are. Okay. So we are looking at the original knowledge about our mind is from Jesuit, 34th chapter. And if we cannot dive that deep into it, we get it a lot of ideas, almost all the ideas from Sankhya. That has 6 chapters, but second chapter is talking about our mind. So let's look at that thing because I cannot teach you all the second chapter of science, Sankhya. That will take several hours and all that. You are just interested in the gist of it, isn't it? Let's try to get a gist out of it. So I will show you through a diagram, is it not? And if I show you that diagram, then I am sure that will help you learn quite a bit about it. So this is what I call as Sankhya diagram. This is trying to give you the whole picture of the second chapter of Sankhya. And I will say this diagram gives you whole of Vedic psychology, Hindu psychology, classical Indian knowledge and philosophy and science of our mind. Let us look at it. So my cursor will move here, and if you note it, then you will know it. What am I talking about? This is me. TC means my tiny consciousness. You know all that. We are basically an Atma, is it not? So that is here. And our Atma is always watching one screen, is it not? So deep inside our skull, our Atma is sitting and is enveloped by a mind. So this thumb is the Atma and it is enveloped by mind. The screen that I am always watching is called Buddhi. I showed you in the Sankhya second chapter. And the next unit in the overall mind domain is called Ahankar. These are Sanskrit terms. Then I'll give you their meaning also. The third unit in the mind is called Manas. And the way we function, we have 5 senses. You are all familiar with them. Sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. Is it not? These are our 5 sensory organs. When my eyes are open, I pick up a visual signal from so many objects around the world, and that sight signal goes inside. It is picked up by the manas, that is providing a link between my mind and the sensory organs. So these visual signals are picked up by manas they are now sent into Ahankar. Ahankar works as my storage device. Because as you know, once you have seen something, you remember it for quite some time, is it not? Because those data signals are residing somewhere. That is our memory device, or you can say storage device in our mind. It is the, if these three square boxes are our mind, this is the middle unit. Manas was the outer unit that connects to the body organs, sensory organs as well as motor organs. This I will touch upon slightly later. Let us discuss how we acquire the knowledge through our five sensory organs. How do we get to know our surroundings? So I was giving an example. Suppose I have picked up something through my eyes, the sight organ, that data signal is picked up by the linking device, manas, then is sent inside, picked up and stored by ahankar, that is my memory device. And ahankar does one more thing. It projects the data on this device that is called as buddhi. So buddhi is the screen I am always watching. So if I see something through my eyes, it appears. If I hear somebody sound, that also finally ends up here. Is it not? When it ends up here, I cannot say I didn't listen to you. Once something comes up here, I am definitely going to know it. That is the terminal point of the knowledge signal, is it not? And once I know something, you know it, because I am a conscious being, it becomes an experience for me. I am slightly different from a camera. Camera just sees it, but camera doesn't feel what is it not? If we see a friend of ours, we feel good, is it not? We feel the inner joy. We want to play with that friend or talk to that friend, you know, just have a chat, things like that, and share many ideas and experience, etc. But camera cannot be that happy, you know. So that is what is our consciousness. So consciousness is gets to know what is happening here and also feel that event. That can sometimes be joyful, sometimes can be painful, sukh and dukh both. So once it feels it, if it is joyful, then of course you want to get closer to your friend, is it not? So once knowledge has been registered here, feeling has also been known, it has gone through that feeling, you have seen your friend, now this gives a command, I want to walk to the friend, is it not? Then this decision has been taken at buddhi level that yes, she is my friend, I want to be with her. So let me walk few steps. So this decision is taken at buddhi. Buddhi gives this command. You know, previously this was blue arrow. Now this is orange color. Now buddhi is sending a signal out to the second unit of ahankar that she is my friend and I want to be with her. I want to walk closer to her. Now ahankar knows how to walk because you have walked many times in your so many years of your life. So it has all the programs in this storage device. It excites the manas link. The linkage. But now the linkage is sending out command to motor organs, particularly what is called my feet. Number two, Sanskrit term is pad. for locomotion, So then Manas excites my feet from the previous experience of walking. I have already done so many times. So Ahankara is storage device of all my past knowledge, past experience, as well as past action. It never forgets basic functions. How to lift a glass of water. When you were a child, 1 year old, you would be struggling to hold a glass of water. Is it not? You were learning at that. But now you are proficient. You can even look at other direction and lift a glass of water with your left hand. Ahankara has this program built in. So this storage device is not just for knowledge. It is everything is stored. The taste of ice cream that you love is always also stored. The way you walk, the way you ride a bicycle, the way you write, the way you put your signature, everything is there. So all that you can do with great ease. It's almost gets done automatic because all that is there. But now when you go slightly older, you want to learn driving a car, then of course you will have to learn very consciously your driving lessons. But all the driving lessons as you are learning will get stored here. Then one day, like your father or mother, you will be driving effortlessly because in their case, the whole idea how to drive a car is stored in the storage device, is it not? So this is what is our fantastic human mind that we are blessed with, and it works at the speed of light or even faster than that, is it not? All this is happening because you recognize your friend in less than a microsecond, is it not? You see the data signal, you see her face, the signals go inside, it is captured here, it is displayed at the buddhi, and then you pick up the previous signal last time you saw your friend. All those data also come here and you compare quickly. She is my friend whom I met a couple of days ago in the park, in the field, is it not? All this you have done in less than a microsecond. And you start walking to her. Is it not? That's how we function. That is so powerful, our human mind. So when we read that statement from Sankhya, Sankhya said, from Ahankar, 11 organs were made, 5 sensory, 5 motor, and this manas. So this is lower arm of the Sankhya diagram. These are my instrument, is it not? So to say, the subject has these powerful instruments. But where is the data coming from? What is this world that I want to know? I have this powerful instrument, but where is the data coming? So, of course, like I have 5 sensory organs, there are 5 basic elements that is called Panchabhut that keep on sending data signal. So their names are in Sanskrit Agni, Vayu, Prithvi, Apa, and Akash. Apa is also called as Jal, water like thing. But I have not translated it as Jal. These are philosophical issues. We will postpone it for some other time. But let us try to complete the picture. I started about our sight organ. So this sight organ captures certain data signal that is called as roop. These are Sanskrit terms. If I were to translate into English, it is shape and form of an object. So roop is a signal that is thrown by an element called Agni. Agni, people will translate as fire, is it not? But like in this present moment, I am able to see my desk. Because I am able to see it through my eyes, obviously, my desk is sending out certain signals that is called as roop, and those signals are captured by my sight organ. The Sanskrit terms for that is chakshu, you know. So roop is being sent by my wooden desk. So wooden desk has, of course, the element of Agni. But Agni does not mean fire. It is not that my desk is burning and there is a fire in it. It is just at its normal condition. But what it means is it consists of something that is hypothetically called as Agni. And when it is super darkness, that Agni is missing. So I am unable to see my wooden desk. But when my lights are on in my room, lights fall on this wooden desk, then lights get reflected. Then we'll say something is there in the wooden desk, that is Agni, that is sending the signal roop, and my sight organ, namely Chakshu, is able to capture it. So in the same manner, the sound organ, hearing capability, picks up the Shabda that is sent by a element called Akash. So these are five elements. They have corresponding five kinds of signals that are captured by five sensory organs. And then I have already explained how do these data signal, get transmitted up to Buddhi, where I get to know them. So now we know that objective part of the world has these five elements. Now Sankhya is telling us they also get made from Ahankar, but in between there are five very primary elements called Tanmatra. We will not go into much detail, but these Tanmatra are super fine. They cannot be captured. They cannot be known by my sensory organs. So these Tanmatra are something in between the five elements and Ahankar, and once they are fully evolved, they become five elements. So this is total Sankhya diagram. The statement number 61, first chapter, that I showed you in the early part of Sankhya Darshan. So this is what our whole world is, so to say. So last week I also devoted one session about Panchakosha, five layers. So if I were to show you what are those five layers here, I will say that Annamaya Kosh is all these green box. This is what the outside world is, including my body domain. Even my body is, this gross visible body is made of these five elements. So then the next one was Pranamaya Kosh, the pranic domain, that is the hidden forces that always are there so that my body and mind can do its basic functions, is it not? So that pranic forces are everywhere, in this green box, in these blue boxes, in these orange boxes. They are everywhere, is it not? But they are never to be seen, is it not? It's, just to give you a crude example, every city has police forces. Police, where is police? They are everywhere, is it not? So they maintain law and order. So police cars are going everywhere, is it not? And that is what is this pranic force. It is everywhere. Notionally, it is said inside the body, but outside of the mind. So it is in between them, but that is what is causing body and mind to do its work functions. Okay, so that was pranic domain. Now comes manomaya kosh. So we want to be careful. Manomaya kosh, I will say, is these buoyant boxes and manas and ahankar, from where the action is emanating. And Vijnanmaya kosh is where the terminal point of knowledge. So these are five sensory organs and all the three blue boxes ending up to the terminal point of buddhi. So we have seen green box is Annamaya kosh, the material, the layer of the matter. Pranamaya kosh is all those non-voluntary forces. They are everywhere, but not to be seen anywhere, but they are always working. Manomaya kosh is the outer mind that is responsible for action. That is this orange diagram and these two blue boxes, manas and aham. Now comes the Vijnanmaya course, where we take intelligent, intellectual, discriminatory decisions. That is these blue boxes, all of them ending up to the last. And then you will ask me, where is the Anandamaya course? So Anandamaya course is, of course, everywhere. And even within this me, So you can never be away from that Ishwar. But when you know you are not with anybody else, you are deep in meditation, then you are with him. And that's what we said is samadhi. That is what we practice. And that is the next point we need to understand, control of mind, is it not? So when it comes to control of mind, we have a very powerful book that is called Yoga Darshana. Is it not? You have heard that name. Nowadays, there will be hardly any child anywhere in the world who has no idea what is yoga. That is a book of philosophy authored by a great rishi called Patanjali. So Patanjali is the author. Of course, those who are not part of this camp or many other people, they think yoga has those body exercise, body postures. But actually that is Hatha yoga, is it not? The true yoga is Patanjali Yoga Darshan. So I want to show you just so that you can say, I have seen the book, and that is the next thing I want to show you, so that, and then not take much of your time, but this is Patanjali's book on Yoga Darshan. Statement number 1, Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Now begins the philosophy of yoga. I want to show only first 2 lines. Next is Yogas Chitta Vetti Niyodha. These are 4 times Yoga Chitta Vetti Niyodha. Yoga is to subdue all that is happening in my mind. So that is enough. Then there are total 195 lines. It's a very small, tiny book. Just imagine 195 statements, very small size. If you write back to back, it will come in 3 or 4 pages. But this person has become immortal on the strength of this book called Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So we have seen yoga is chitta vritti niyodha, ability to bring my mind calm. So we can go back to the Sankhya diagram and try to understand what is this idea. So Patanjali calls this buddhi as chitta. Why did he give a different name? Again, we must postpone it for some other day, is it not? So he says, because this is what I am watching always. So if you know one word, chitta, chitta means picture, diagram, is it not? So he calls it a chitta because this is always displaying chitta, pictures to me. So this is like my screen, I am always observing. So he gave it a name, chitta, because it is always showing me pictures. So much so, even I go to sleep, you have dreams, is it not? They are all displayed here. And when we say we want to have deep, dreamless sleep, we mean this should be blank. When we have dreams, then so many things are coming from our memory. And it's like the inner TV is functioning in a playback mode, and a lot of things are happening. You know, that sometimes it is sweet dreams, you like it, but then when you wake up, you are not that fresh, is it not? As you would be when you have deep, dreamless sleep. So we have used the Sanskrit term Shushupti, is it not? If you remember this term, that is very good. Su means well, Supt means slept. When I slept well, very well slept, that is called Shushupti, deep, dreamless sleep, when this was blank. And then we noticed in deep, dreamless sleep, no pain can strike, is it not? So I can never feel pain of life. So Patanjali is very simple. What he's saying is, in the daytime, if you learn to make this blank, you will get to a state when you have no pain whatsoever. That will be wonderful, is it not? If we can make our mind blank, there can be no pain at all. And then, how to do that? Of course, that requires some practice to control mind. Because you know it, when you close your eyes, certain things happen in your mind, is it not? And you have seen it from my great good friends, Sanjay Sudji and his wife Pavinder Sudji. They have tried to explain simple method so that this can be blank. And that method again comes from the Vedas, from the Upanishads, and I want to show you a simple diagram. The title is Onkar Jap. Onkar is simple sound. Oh, that is simple sound. So this is a schematic representation of a mantra in Mundak Upanishad. What it says is, this sound that I just now made is like a bow. And the arrow is me, my own self, Atma. And if I use this bow and arrow properly, this arrow will reach the destination, the target, and target is Brahma. I want to be in that Anandamaya Kosh, Ishwar, who is Sachidananda Swarup. So the bow is described as the sound pranav. Very simple. So if I come back to the Sankhya diagram, what it means is I close my eyes and just recite this sound. Oh, oh. But make it feeble, feeble, feeble. So that my speech organ is not working. Nothing is working here. I am going inward and the sound is only in my mind. When this sound is only in my chitta, then Patanjali is saying, nothing else can come from my memory. So this is his nice strategy, so that nothing else from my memory can disturb, because I want to be with that Supreme Being. I want to have in these 5 or 7 minutes no other thought, no other ideas. So, in order not to have any other idea, I fill my mind with this wonderful sound. Oh, it's mental recitation. If some other thought comes, you be careful. Come back to the mental recitation. And then, with some practice, you will notice there will come a moment, even this mental recitation will vanish, but it will not be displaced by any other thing in your mind. This will be like blank mind, like in Sushupti. And then you are in Samadhi. You are in the lap of that Supreme Mother. And that will gradually give you enormous confidence in your life. That yes, whatever happens, I have the power to be with that Supreme Mother when I want to. And then gradually you will see that inner strength, inner power, inner energy, that in all the faculties of your life, whether it is your studies, your relationships, your games and sports and athletic, you name it, anything, you will be progressing leaps and bounds. Is it not? And because you have learned to control your mind. What is the proof that you have controlled your mind? You have achieved the power that your mind can become blank. Nothing. How did you gain that power? Through the recitation of that pure monosyllable natural sound that you heard this morning also. The whole philosophy of Hindu music begins from this sound. Om. Is it not? So that's where I can say I have discussed with you the Hindu Vedic philosophy of mind and some very simple technique how to control this mind, which is the most powerful instrument in this whole entire universe. And if you have ability to control your mind, you can control anything in the universe. I tell you, you will have all the powers. It may sound very gigantic thing I am saying, but I am not fooling around. I mean business. Is it not? So this simple technique that my friend Sanjay and Parvindaji have talked to you, and they will continue with that this Friday. And I am sure many of you are practicing it. Then you will have 1 week's time to tell both of them what new things you have noticed within a week's time, is it not? With this simple technique that just needs 5 to 7 minutes every day. So I tell you from my heart that if this is the single takeaway point from this entire camp, I will say you are winning your life like anything. 5 to 7 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on your age, recite this sound, starting with oral recitation, then whispering sound, then its mental recitation, and then finally it is vanishing into nothing. It should not be replaced by other thoughts. If there is anything else, come back to mental excitation of this sound. So you want your chitta, your buddhi to be filled with only one. And that is the proof that you are like child number one. Remember those 3 children. Child number one had love for his mother, is it not? Not love for the candy. So when you have that love for Ishwar, your mind will be only with this sound. Nothing else can come, is it not? So that is the proof that you have developed love. Who loves you enormous? Now you are beginning to reciprocate love to that Ishwar, so much so when you recite his sound, nothing else can come in your mind. That is you are your own master. You will be able to examine your own progress. And you will be so excited. I will tell you, within a month, you will be super excited with the good results. You see that. Thank you very much. I love it that I had 11 occasions to meet you. 10 times I met last week, and this was one and the last time. And I must say, it was always wonderful to be with all of you. If you have any question based on what I have said previous week or today, you are most welcome to ask.
Thank you, Harish Chandra. Thank you very much. Everyone, please unmute yourself or write down your question or anything you have to say. What you are listening to. You would have taken the notes. Some, I think, Pia, Vanisha, anyone else? It was really reasonable in my ears. Okay, Pia, thank you.
Very good. Our children are trying their best to comprehend. These are very difficult concepts, but I think they are doing very well. Okay, I think I can take leave from you and hope we meet again sometime, somewhere, and that will be always wonderful. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, thank you. So I think we should wrap up this session now, and we will see all the participants in few minutes. It is a break. The last session for today will be at 4 p.m. Central Time. So please get it. This is your tea break or water break or whatever you call it. So please come soon on time, and there will be another fantastic session soon. We will see you. Thank you, Beta. Thank you all. Namaste. And try to implement meditation in your day-to-day life to control your mind, and you will see the benefit in your day-to-day life. Your behavior, concentration, and smile and glow and whatnot. And memory, everything will be super fantastic. Thank you. Love you, beta. Bye bye. See you.